Welcome to Her Finance, a channel dedicated to empower girls and women in their financial journey. Today's video, let's talk about the retirement, the roadmap about our dream retirement. Not the scary, complicated version, but your dream retirement. You know, the one filled with travel, hobbies, and zero financial stress. Today, we are going to build a simple, actionable roadmap to make the dream a reality even if you feel like you are starting from scratch. But before we even touch a single number, just take a second. Seriously, picture and visualize it. What does your ideal retirement actually looks like? Are you exploring new cities, maybe living somewhere peaceful, or finally getting around to that hobby you love? Having that clear picture in your head, that's your North Star. It's a most important first step. To get you there, we are going to break this whole process down into five simple, easy to follow steps. I promise no complicated jargons here, just a clear framework to turn that awesome vision of yours into a concrete plan. And to make this really practical, we are going to follow the journey of someone we will call Miss Lakshmi. Her story is going to help us see exactly how these steps work in, a real life kind of a way. Okay, let's divide into this first crucial step, defining exactly what you want your retirement to be. This is the foundation for absolutely everything else we are going to talk about. See, Miss Lakshmi's dream is super specific and personal. She wants to travel and explore India once she hits 60. It's not just a vague, I want to retire. Nope, it's I want to do this. That kind of clarity, it's incredibly powerful. And this is where the dream starts to get real. Miss Lakshmi has put a number to her vision, 50,000 rupees a month. Do note, this can vary, depends on what you envision for your retirement life. That's what she figures she will need for her travels and living cost. This simple act transforms her dream from a wish into a tangible goal. Okay, so we have got a starting number, but now we have to look to the future. And the biggest challenge in any long term plan is that one little thing we are all familiar with, which is inflation. So that 40,000 rupees Miss Lakshmi spends on her household today, well, it's not going to go nearly as far in 20 years. If we figure a pretty standard 6% inflation rate, that same lifestyle is going to cost closer to 90,000 rupees a month. I know it's a bit of a shock, but this is exactly why we plan. So that brings us to the big question. What's the grand total? How much money do you actually need saved up? This final amount, that is your retirement corpus. It's the nest egg you are going to live on. And thankfully, there is a simple rule of thumb that can help us figure it out. It's called the 4% rule. The basic idea is that you can safely take out 4% of your total savings in your first year of retirement and then adjust that for inflation each year after without ever running out of money. It's a great starting point because it assumes your investments are still growing in the background while you're drawing from them. All right, let's do the math for Miss Lakshmi. Her future monthly need is 90,000 rupees times 12. That is 10.8 lakhs rupees for the year. So we take that annual need and we divide it by 0.04 as per 4% rule. And there it is. Her target number is 2.7 crore rupees. Okay, I know that can look like a huge intimidating number, but don't let it freak you out. The whole point of a good plan is to break down even the biggest goals into small, manageable steps. So, how in the world do you build up to a number like that? Well, this is where your investment strategy comes in. Think of it as an engine that's going to power the growth of your savings over all those years. And you know what? Let's just bust a huge myth right here. You do not need to be wealthy to start investing. Not at all. The truth is, it's a small, consistent, regular savings that builds serious wealth over the long run. The absolute key is just to get started. Now, there are a ton of ways to invest your money, right? Each one has its own level of risk and potential return. You have got options from safer government backed plans like EPF and PPF, all the way to things with higher growth potential like mutual funds and real estate. The secret isn't picking one perfect thing. It's creating a mix that you're comfortable with. Okay, this slide, this is where the magic happens. This is the power of compounding. Look, Miss Lakshmi starts investing 25,000 rupees a month. And for the first few years, it grows, which is great. But look at the dramatic jump in the later years. That's compounding at work. Your money is literally making more money. And just by sticking to the plan, she is on track to hit her 2.7 crore target. Now, a great plan is not something you just set up and then forget about for 20 years. Life is unpredictable, right? Your income changes. Maybe your goals shift a little. That's why this last step is so important. You have to review and adjust your plan at least once a year. And this shows you exactly how it works. Let's say Miss Lakshmi gets a promotion when she is 45. Awesome. That's a perfect trigger to pull out the plan, reassess, and see how things are going. She realizes she has more income, so she decides to increase her monthly investment. Now she's not just on track, she is ahead of schedule. So, we have covered the five essential steps to planning for your dream retirement. But really, the single most step in this whole thing is the one you take right now. Don't worry about the spreadsheet set. Don't worry about finding the perfect investment. It all starts with a simple but incredibly powerful act of writing down your dream. What do you want your future to look like? Just put it on paper. So I leave you with this question. Forget about tomorrow or next week. What's one goal, just one goal for your retirement that you're going to write down today? That's it. That's the first step on your roadmap. Do like, subscribe, share, and join me in this financial journey.